What's good, family? Roll with your boy as I shoot some B-roll for a brand video for my friend in Austin, Texas. Let's get it. All right, so you know in my videos I have talked about the idea of not working for free, but doing free work. I have a friend in Austin that has a nonprofit, and I have been looking for the opportunity to practice my skills in shooting outdoor interviews, because shooting interviews outdoors is a whole nother ball game. If you know, you know, right? So I know that her nonprofit has to do with the outdoors. And so I approached her several months ago and was like, hey, I want to do a brand video for you. And I definitely, like 100%, we have to do the interviews outside. She has an event tomorrow, Lady Bird Lake, downtown Austin at the Texas Rowing Center. And we're going to be there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., okay? So in this particular event, I'm just getting B-roll. So I brought two potential setups. I have brought, obviously, my gimbal with my FX30 and my Tamron 17 to 70. This is my gear. Or I'm thinking about going handheld with the FX30 as well as my Tamron 35 to 150. I don't know if that's going to be a good look, but I'm going to attempt to do that as well. And so that's pretty much it. We're going to get B-roll for a few hours. Now, they are going to be kayaking, and I was contemplating on whether or not I actually wanted to be in a kayak, a two-person kayak, and whether or not I actually wanted to be on the water or just get B-roll of kind of the start and end of the event. And then after getting that B-roll, I actually brought my drone, and you know, I was contemplating if I was going to get in the water or not. Okay, my bad, I was rambling, my bad. But I decided not to get in the water this time around. So basically, I'm going to get there about 10:20, 10:30, so I can get there, set up my gear, you know, 10 minutes or so. And then after that, I'm going to start getting B-roll footage. I'm going to, obviously my drone's already charged. And then once they, you know, have their safety briefing, they might take a group picture. Then at that point, once they get into the water, I'll get as many shots as I can from the shore. And then after that, my game plan is to get the drone shot, get the top down shot as they're kayaking. I want to get the shot from behind. I want to get, you know, pushing in. I want to get the sweeping shot, and I want to get the shot as they're rowing towards me and the drone is backing up. So that's my game plan. And once I get this B-roll footage under my belt, then at that point, I'm going to add the interviews that I already shot. And my goal is to see if I can put together the brand video just based off of those interviews and tomorrow's B-roll. If I'm not able to, then I will schedule myself to join her at one of her next events. It might be camping, it might be horseback riding. So we're gonna try to get a short and sweet brand video made for her, okay? Anyway, just wanted to check in with you guys. Right now it's actually 8 o'clock. It's actually 8:03. I'm getting some dinner. And then we're gonna wake up and we about to get out here and kill it, okay? I will say that tomorrow's 95 degrees, and this is the only time that you will see Corporate JT wearing shorts while doing a corporate event, is if there is an event that is outside only. It's more of like a nature fitness situation, and it's 95, 100 degrees. Man, shorts all day. I will have my branded polo. I will have a hat on, but I will have some shorts on because I do not want to be cooking, and I do not want to be musty by the time this event is over. All right, so listen, y'all roll with me. I will see you guys in the morning. Let's get this B-roll footage. Let's get this bag.
What's good, family? I am here in Austin, Texas at the Texas Rowing Center. And I am waiting for my friend to show up. It's crazy out here in Austin. I forget. So for those that don't know, I actually used to live in Austin for about 4.5 years. Moved to Houston about 3 years ago. And man, I forget that Austin is, I think it is very clearly the most active city in Texas. But it's one, I think it's on top 10 list of most active cities in the nation. every single weekend, if the sun is out, there are people kayaking, rowing, running, walking, biking, skipping, like people every single weekend, 7, 8 a.m. Like, it's, the parking lots are full at all the parks, the nature trails, you name it, like people are out doing it. So anyway, I'm down here at the Texas Rowing Center. I have my drone with me, and I have my, of course, my roller derby out here on the dock, and I'm about to set up. Today I actually decided, I made the executive decision to go handheld for this one. So I did not even bring my gimbal. I just want to see what I'm able to create with the handheld look, you know, something a little more natural, documentary, organic feel. So basically I have my FX30, and for the handheld, I'm gonna go with that good old Tamron 17-70. Now the reason I'm going with that instead of the 35-150 is because I have an ND filter, but it only threads on, I only have the thread size that is for my 17-70. And right now it's a little cloudy, but as soon as that sun comes out, I'm gonna be shooting at f9000. Okay, not shutter speed. I'm gonna be shooting at f373, trying to balance the sunlight. So I decided to shoot with the 17-70 because I do have an ND filter, a variable ND filter, to balance that sunlight, so I can shoot it at least 2.8, get some depth of field, yada yada yada. So as far as camera settings, I will be shooting, normally I shoot like 95% 4K 24. I like just the look and feel of it. If you look on my website, the video at the header of my website, or any of the films that you see on my website, like 95% of that was shot in 4K 24. But for this, I do plan to shoot quite a bit of 4K 60, so I can slow down, some of those hugs, some of those big laughs, as the people are like getting into their kayaks, as they're pushing away from the dock into the water. I'm already kind of thinking ahead about little micro moments that I think could look good slowed down. And also because in addition to making this brand video, this could just be there could just be like a quick 10-second social media video, like, hey, when was the last time you got out on the water? Or, hey, we're waiting for you. Just like a quick, those quick like 7 to 10-second reels where it's like a quick subtle movement, and then there's like some text on the screen, right? So I'm already kind of thinking ahead to what she might need. And if I'm shooting in 4K 24, then it can't be slowed down, right? And so even though this is free work that I'm doing for a friend, number one, you see I'm showing up branded, ready to work. But number two, I am treating this like she paid me the bag, okay? Because you never know who is gonna see this video that I create for her and drop the bag on me based on what I was able to put together. So another pro tip for all my subscribers, listeners, followers, watchers, man, I don't care if they pay you $5, if they pay you nothing, if they pay you 10,000, you show up and you show out and you do your best work as at your highest capability every single time. Because I have literally had people come to me and say, hey, that video on your website, I want that video exactly. I want you to do that for me. Some of those videos that they have referenced have been free videos. Some of them have been paid. They don't know that. All they know is like, hey, that video looks great. That video aligns with the vision I had in my mind for the video I want to create for my brand or for my event. Do that for me. So anyway, guys, I'm about to set up my camera gear. As soon as my friend arrives, I'm going to kind of walk you through how that setup looks, my little handheld rig. And then as soon as people start to arrive, y'all, we about to get it, okay? So anyway, lock in with me. Let's get this bag. I'm out.
All right, so now you see me setting up my camera. Like I said, I'm rocking with the FX30. You see me attaching the V-mount battery plate, the V-mount battery itself on the back, the top handle with NATO rail, the small rig Hawk lock system, which is the GOAT, my Atomos Shinobi 2 monitor, my small rig MPF battery, my Tamron 17-70, and my variable ND filter. Making sure I'm dialing in my settings, and just in case I have to capture any audio, I do have my DJI Mic 2 with that cold shoe mount right there. And for those that have been asking, this is how I set up my FPV shots. I have this silicone necklace with a GoPro. Next, I'm just double checking my drone. I do have the DJI Mini 3 drone with the extra battery kit and a carrying case. Let's get it. This is a shot of my friend Tanya showing up to her event. I think this is going to be a great video clip to add to the brand video. This is a low stakes event, so it's not super important to get, there's not going to be too many make or break shots. This is more just about capturing whatever may be happening, more along the lines of smiles, hugs, and of course, just always getting those positive interactions. I can't stress that enough. Just get positive smiles, hugs, laughter, handshakes, people joking. Like, that is the stuff that makes a good brand video, regardless of the brand, unless you're doing something more serious like maybe construction or industrial. Otherwise, this is the standard kind of game plan that I'm thinking through while I'm capturing. So right here, I'm about to get a shot of them walking away. I thought that this might be a good shot to have. It could illustrate them kind of walking towards the water. As you can see, she's kind of adjusting right here, and that could be a great shot to show one of the ladies preparing to get out onto the water. And then at this point, I decided to try and get some shots of the logo, on the life jacket while it's hanging on the rack. And so as you can see, I started doing that here. Then as soon as I saw that, I did see a shot of my friend through the jackets. So I decided to attempt to get that. I may or may not use it, but what I love to always say is, at least try it. All right, just try and attempt and see what you can come up with. You might be surprised. So here I wanted to get some shots of the oars kind of sitting here, and I wanted to get a few different angles. So I know it's just a static shot of an object, but hey, different angles can evoke different emotions, maybe more serious, maybe more abstract. You never know, but just get a few different angles. It could be an oar, it could be a plant. I don't care what it is, just shoot it, okay? It adds an extra layer of detail to the story. Here I get a shot of the Texas Rowing Center, this small billboard here, just to add more context to where we're located. And then after that, I walked over here to get some shots of these canoes that were lying on the ground. I may or may not use this shot, but again, it's just adding that extra layer of context. Because when I go back and listen to the interviews that I shot, which was, I think, a month and a half, 2 months ago, I don't remember every single word that was said, but just in case they mentioned something about canoeing or anything water related, I do have this reference shot that I can bring, that I can go back to for the video. So it never hurts to capture it, but it could hurt you if you don't capture it. So just get everything. All right, so now we're about to get on this water. So I'm gonna get some shots of the ladies grabbing their oars, their rowers from the rack. Just trying to get different wide angles, close-up angles of hands. Just whatever I can think of kind of in the moment to creatively capture what's happening. And again, I've said this a few times, man, get close into the action. Get as close as you need to get the shot. Don't be 10 feet away with the zoom lens. Like, get right up next to somebody. It really makes a difference visually. And then right now, the employee at the Texas Rowing Center is doing a safety briefing for the ladies of the group, as well as any other, customers who want to get out into the water that day. I decided to get an angle from this side, showing them in the safety briefing. And then here in a little bit, you'll see me walk down and turn around to try to get a different shot of the safety briefing. And as you can see, I'm here now, just trying to get, again, just a little variety. Don't just get the same shot from the same distance. Be far away, be really close, mix and match your focal lengths. Just try to get a good variety of shots. All right, so now the ladies are starting to get into the water. I started from this angle, but then I decided that it wasn't the best angle because I couldn't see the person's face. I couldn't see the emotion. I couldn't see, how they were feeling. So that's when I decided to change my position to the other side so that I could see, the person's face as they were getting in. So I stayed here and decided to kind of lock in right here until all of the ladies got in the water. So at this point, I'm just going back and forth between the person that's in the water and the person that is getting in the kayak. So again, I'm trying to zoom in, zoom out, and just make sure I capture a great shot, kind of from start to finish of somebody getting in, just to kind of show that journey of, what it's like to show up, get on your jacket, go through the safety briefing, get your oar, what it looks like to get into the water, and then what it looks like to kind of get out there. When you're telling a brand story, especially for an organization like this, you really want people to see, like, what would it be like if I was there in person? Like, show me step by step what I can expect, because some people might have anxiety or some reservations about getting out onto the water. But I think a video like this definitely helps paint that picture of exactly what could happen. So when you show up, you already know what the deal is. So for this shot, as you can see, I'm actually going to come up really close. Okay, and get this shot right here. It's a little bit more dynamic in my opinion, and it really makes you feel like you're right there as she is pushing away from the dock. This right here is the shot I was waiting for. I really wanted to get a really kind of telephoto shot of either the owner, my friend Tanya, or one of the members kind of deep into the water, just showing that they really are out here doing it. This isn't like a beginner class. They really are in the water. And I love to, I have a shot of this little girl, and I love to, it kind of shows the age range, right? Like, you don't have to be, 30, 40, 50. You could be a teenager, you could be a young lady, or you could bring your daughter or your kids. But, just kind of showing that people of all ages can get started with this. So then I actually told Tanya to wave, because I wanted to get a shot of her just kind of saying hi. I think this could be a great way to end or begin the brand video. And so I'm just really, really happy with how that turned out. All right, so right here, y'all, it is time to get this drone in the air. And so I am just getting my DJI Mini 3 drone ready, pulling out the wings. I love this drone because it's just so cost effective, very easy to operate, super lightweight. You could literally throw it in a backpack, in somebody's purse. It's made for ultimate portability and travel. All right, so we are getting the drone in the air officially, and I'm just going to show you guys the raw drone footage from start to finish. It will be a little lengthy, But basically, I just wanted to show you guys what my thought process looked like and kind of how that translated to the drone footage. I started here with a top-down shot, and then my thought was, after I get a few top-down shots, I'm going to go up as high as possible with the drone and get a shot of the Austin skyline with the water and kayaks visible. After that, I kind of experimented with a few different angles and shots before I felt as though I got a shot that was usable. And to be honest, the Austin skyline shot is probably just going to be the money maker shot, but you never know, right? You think one thing, it translates to something on the day of. You try a few different angles, but then once you get that footage in front of you on your 27-inch monitor at home, I don't know why, but it's like the shots just look much different than how you remember capturing them on the day of. So that's why it's always good to get a variety, because you never know how that's going to show up when you finally get in front of your editing software and kind of get things going. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna just let the rest of this drone footage play out. I'll talk to you once I'm done.
After that, we get the sheet of disc on those giant spindles, you know, these things with the stick. Yeah, you get them all on there. One guy stands at the front of the assembly line, opens up the here and see if they live. Number of what?
That's too big for you. Yeah. After you get agreement. Bigger than a small woman. Sure, you get bigger. All right. Every time she gets smart with me, I'll send a video. You better put that video camera on. So we got
That's why you don't go stick your hand down under there.
What is that? Rabbit turtle? It is.
I said that's why you were sticking your hand. Old male. Turtle 540 years old, 50 years old. See you, buddy. Oh, I'm good, man. I'm about to get dirty again.
That water is his sanitizer.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's Chilidra serpentina, common snapper turtle. Common serpentina, like a neck of a snake. And they're about as fast as one thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Is that good on you? Is it tight?
yeah. That's a big old fella right there. So they're not really good swimmers. They walk around on the bottom. You saw how small his belly plate was. Small teeth. So all the other turtles, all the other water turtles, ears are filthy. They're whole belly. Oh, yeah. Because he spends all his time on the bottom. He's actually a predator like other turtles. That's why they evolved to have a whole chest piece. Because these guys would rather be underneath. They eat bugs and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, they really go for bread. So they'll eat everything. They're omnivorous. So at that size, not only just fish and stuff like that, but they eat a lot of plant matter. They eat a lot of berries. They eat nuts that fall in the water. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they puke when they got like when they do research. They put you see in the throat. They stuff a water hose back there and just push everything out. And they get snails, bird bones.
And right here, you'll see me bringing the drone down and just trying to make sure I have an eye on where the drone is located so that I can land it safely. And here I am, getting my eye on the drone, making sure I fly it over and bring it down successfully. Don't be afraid to land it. Don't feel like you're in people's spaces. People might look at you, but once you land the drone and put it up, people just go back to what they're doing. And boom, we have drone on the ground. Let's go ahead and keep it moving.
What's good, family? So it is 12:02 p.m. It is, that's not correct. It says it's 89 degrees outside on my watch, but that is an actual lie. Apple is lying to me. Stop lying, Apple. Anyhow, y'all, we have been getting some good B-roll footage. There's kind of been a delay in getting some of the ladies out on the water. I guess they were limited in the number of kayaks that they had, the single kayaks. So we are running a little bit behind today. However, I do feel as though I've gotten the shots I needed, especially that shot where she was on the water and it was when I was at 70 millimeters and I was kind of following her as she was kayaking. That to me was like the money shot. So that shot by itself, I think is going to be incredible. But part of me feels like
I need to do a hiking event. Part of me feels like I need a little bit of contrast, even though this group did start. So let me tell you a little bit more about the nonprofit. It's called Black Women Who, and basically the owner and founder Tanya, she was into, for lack of a better term, adventure, right? Kayaking, rock climbing, outdoor biking, horseback riding, a lot of things. But she found that here in Austin specifically, she didn't really see any Black women doing it besides her. So she decided to start a nonprofit called Black Women Who. It was originally called Black Women Who Kayak, BWWK. And so it just started off as her organizing some kayaking events for Black women in the city of Austin. And that was 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. I think I'm getting that wrong, but now it has grown to a few thousand members. There are chapters in other cities and states, and they have done everything from axe throwing, camping, spelunking, snorkeling. I don't know if they've done skydiving. I feel like that's probably on the agenda soon, but like, name any adventure, outdoor activity, she has organized it and done it, and I'm really, really proud of her. And I think that for this brand video, obviously kayaking is taking it back to the roots of how it started. But as I really think about it, I think I have to do some sort of land activity to give that contrast, right? Like, this is how we started, but now just to kind of show that expansion. So I'm definitely going to have to get some B-roll at least probably like a hiking or camping event, and one of the two. And I think that would give me the contrast I'd need to tell kind of like a then and now, like a full type of transformation timeline. So anyway, having a good time, just trying to beat the heat. I do believe that at 12:05 p.m. I am officially 80% musty. I've been trying to stay in the shade. I've been trying not to move too much, but man, when that heat hits and you moving around, you're wearing black, unfortunately, like it's coming for you. So anyway, guys, just another chapter in the Corporate JT Chronicles, man. Hope you guys are locked in and enjoying. And like I said, like I've told a few people, you do not have to have the most high-end gear to get great shots. You just have to have a camera that works well. You have to have what I really suggest is a monitor to really see what your lighting and exposure and color looks like. You also need to have a V-mount battery to give you all-day power. I've had the camera pretty much on and plugged in for about an hour, and the V-mount battery is at 90%. So I could literally be out here for the rest of the day if I needed to be. Wouldn't have to worry about memory card space, wouldn't have to worry about batteries. One thing I always say is make sure you get big memory cards, man. Stop buying 64s and 32s, and I would recommend 128s for photo, but for video, shooting 4K 24 with the FX30 at the XAVC-S codec, I believe, with a 256 gig memory card, man, I'm getting 5 hours. I actually checked it, 5 hours and 18 minutes. You can literally shoot a 2-day event on one memory card, 256. So, and I will tell you right now, V60 memory cards are incredibly cheap, like stupid cheap. So there's literally no reason why you can't have 256s and above. And so, long story short, my goal is to always have a setup that gets quality footage or photo, and I can have battery all day and memory all day to reduce the amount of times that I walk back to my bag. I do not want to be mid-shoot and I got 8 minutes of footage left. I do not want to be at the keynote speech when they're about to give out the CEO of the Millennium Award and my battery icon starts blinking. I don't even want to have to think about it. So kind of bringing it full circle. That's why I have the rig that I've chosen. You can obviously do less because I was only going to be here for 2 hours, but it's just getting in that habit of making sure you have the gear just in case anything happens, okay? So, anyway, oh, the sun just came out. Lord help me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get a little bit more B footage. I'm going to get a little bit more B-roll footage, and we're going to wrap this thing up. Let's get it. All right, plot twist. I lied. No more B-roll footage. We actually ended the event early. I got everything I needed, but I wanted to show you some footage from the interviews that I shot weeks prior to grabbing this B-roll footage. This is some BTS that my friend Matthew Reed shot of me on the dock of the Texas Rowing Center, almost in the exact same location, but just shooting some interviews of the members of BWW. So yeah, check out the footage. I think it's pretty solid, especially for my very first outdoor interview. Thank you so much for rocking with me. If you enjoy content like this that's going to help you level up your corporate photo and video game with BTS footage, with knowledge, with insights, with straight game, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you catch me in the next video. As always, guys, keep shooting. Let's get this bag.